This is Montane's Chonos down jacket, which is quite an unusual piece. And if you could feel it, you'd realise how light it is. So let me tell you about this a little bit. First of all, it's filled with very high quality down. So it's on their website, you'll see it says 800 fill power American, which translates to 700 fill power European. The American fill power rating is 100 higher. But when you get to 700, 800, that's as good as it gets. It's really, really, really high quality down that'll loft beautifully. What that means is, because it's such high fill power, you don't need a huge weight of down in this garment for it to be very warm. So it's got 250 grams weight of this very high quality 800 American fill power down in it. It's a 90% down, 10% feather mix, but you can feel very little in the way of feathers in this. And the material that's covering it is PERTEX Quantum Y Yarn, which has a special DWR finish. So DWR is a durable water repellent finish. Now this isn't a waterproof jacket by any means. This is a down jacket designed for cold, dry conditions, and this jacket is designed for very cold conditions. But you'll see, if I get some water here now and pour it on the jacket, you'll see that the water just beads and sheds. It doesn't want to sit in the garment. Now that doesn't mean the jacket's waterproof, but what it does mean is if you get some condensation in your tent in the winter, or you've got some snow precipitation landing on it, the jacket's not going to immediately just absorb the water and de-loft and collapse. If your down jacket does get wet, by the way, it doesn't matter. It will recover. It matters in that it loses its loft and loses its warmth for that period of time, but it will fully recover. Now, this jacket is a box wall construction, so let me explain what that means. What it means is that when you see a stitch line here, like that, and you can see there's a baffle there, that stitch inside, there's another wall. So between the inner and the outer, I'll show you on this, there's a wall of material separating the two. So each chamber is a rectangle or a square, which means that each chamber inside is full of down and doesn't have a cold spot. Whereas on a sewn through jacket, the seams, the stitch comes together like that and there's a cold spot with an envelope of down. Here it's box wall, so everything is within a square or rectangular chamber of down, which means that the jacket will be very warm. Now this jacket is incredibly light for its warmth. I think it's the lightest jacket of its type I've ever seen. And then you say, well, actually, is the face fabric going to be strong enough? But Montane are very confident that this particular yarn of PERTEX, with its ripstop, it has a ripstop finish in it, is more than tough enough to do the job. So, who is this warm jacket for? And I would use this in temperatures of sort of -5, -10, -15, -20. And I would have this with me in my rucksack if I was climbing in the Alps in the winter, or Scotland in the winter, and I wanted something really light and warm as a backup, or if I was on the ski slopes and in the evening as I'm walking around the ski village, I just want a nice warm jacket on. Or if I live in Sheffield and I want to go to the office and it's a deep cold winter day and I just want to wear a t-shirt and put this on over the top, for all of those things it would be perfect. But it's designed for people to have in the mountains as a very lightweight, very warm, wearable garment. But anything that does that in the mountains does it beautifully elsewhere. So I mean, we're in Derbyshire here today and it's a lovely day, but in 2 or 3 months it'll be bitterly cold here, and this would be perfect to have on. So I like this a lot actually, because it just feels quality. But what's really nice about it is it feels big. It feels big and it feels very protective, but it really does weigh very little indeed. It's an incredibly light garment. So I would advise you to come in and try these on and check them out. But the Chonos is a really good buy. Probably the lightest garment for its warmth available in our stores this winter. Thank you for watching. Keep warm and safe out there and have a great winter. Thank you.